Howdy, bitches! As we swirl in the world of the Delta variant and the Lambda variant and the Wu variant, we need some more adult story time. Won't call it quarantine, but it's still story time for adults. Not safe for work or kids. What do we have today? Recommended by my niece, Nicole Marie Stahl. Deez Big Nuts. Written by Mark Thunder. I think there's something behind that name. This is D, and these are his big nuts. Let's see what's going on. D was a squirrel who had big nuts. His nutsack was so big that it would drag on the ground everywhere he went. Don't you hate when your nutsack drags on the ground? God. Dee had a friend named Sarah who loved nuts. Everyone's got a friend who loves nuts. Sarah would go around the town trying to put everyone's nuts in her mouth. Oh, everyone's got a friend named Sarah, don't they? I could name a few. Sarah loved how big Dee's nuts were. His nuts were her favorite. They were the biggest nuts she had ever seen. And she's seen many. She would play with his nuts all day and sometimes even at night. Sometimes her mom would join. They would take turns holding Dee's nuts at night. I know I'm close with my daughter, but we're not that close. We don't hold nuts together. Sometimes Sarah would even try to put both of Dee's nuts in her mouth at the same time. She would giggle, her face would turn red, and then his nuts would come flying out. One day, someone ran up to his nuts and started poking them. That's not nice. "Hey, jerk off my nuts," he said. Although Sarah loved Dee's nuts, she would sometimes kick them. That's not nice. She's mean. She once kicked them so hard, she busted a nut. Dee was very sad that Sarah had busted his nut. He just wanted Sarah to play nice with his nuts. See, poor Dee, he's imagining Sarah being nice and hugging his nuts. Sarah wasn't nice. She busted one of them. One day when his nuts were feeling better, she took them to lunch. A nut lunch. Where she got peanut butter all over them. His nuts were so sticky. Here's a side note. If you put peanut butter on nuts, make sure that your dog isn't in the room. Pro tip. After that day, she knew she would need to play nice. Because all good squirrels know how to play nice with big nuts. The end. Have a nutty day.